Hey guys, Rob here. So today's video, we've got a pretty good one. We're gonna do a stealth camp at a Stormwater Park, and the kind folks over at Jansno were nice enough and they sent us another dual motor e-bike. So I figured there's no better way to test this thing out than to do a nice stealth camp. And we're gonna do some fishing as well. And it should be a really good time. So as far as the travel distance goes, we got about 15, 16 miles one way to get there, and then another 15, 16 miles back. So we're gonna be able to test this bike out properly. All right guys, real quick, I just want to go over some of the specs on this here bike. Just pulled over on the side of the road and I figured, you know what, now is a good time to kind of discuss some of the key features on this here bike, since this is our way of transportation right now. So we have a dual battery system. This is really cool because you can run either battery or both. On this bottom battery here, we do have a USB charge port, which is nice because then you can charge your phone or cameras or whatever you got. And this is a dual motor bike. You have the option to run both motors or just the rear motor if you want, so you can really conserve your battery. As far as the batteries go, we have I believe this is a 17.5 amp hour, and then the bottom one is a 14 amp hour. So we've got about 31 amp hours of capacity here. And another unique thing here on the back is that right here, we actually have a built-in inverter, but you have to get the plug from the company because it is like, I've never seen that kind of plug connection before. But we do have a built-in inverter, so we can charge other devices. We can charge another e-bike off this thing. Really nice setup there. Really handy for being out in the field. We've got 20 by 4-inch fat tires. Well, we've got a nice headlight in the front, 2 turn signals. This is a 7-speed shift, Shimano shifter. Front and rear suspension, non-adjustable. I really like how this battery design is. Just makes this thing look like a motorcycle. Really, really sweet looking bike. We've got our controls up here. We've got, for dual motors or single motor, we've got a horn, turn signals, power controls here, throttle. And I love going on little adventures like this. So cool. All right guys, I want to show you guys a quick little top speed pull real fast. I mean, she's ripping. A lot of torque. All right guys, we're almost there. Almost there. All right guys, we made it here. We're not fully into the actual park itself, but we're technically in the park. We got some water right there. Gonna definitely try to fish all these areas. Got water down there. We're gonna take this up and scout around, try to find a good area to camp. I did do some scouting on Google Earth, and I have 2 locations picked out, but you guys know how that is. You just never know how the overgrowth is and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to find an area where we're actually gonna camp, and then we'll actually just hang out for the rest of the day, fish, have a good time. And then once it gets dark, or getting close to dark, we'll go set up camp. All right guys, I think I found a good area. This was one of the spots that I looked at on Google Earth, and this is the first spot that I decided to check out just because it looked really nice from Google Earth, and it looks even better here now. So look at this. And we're kind of tucked away back here quite a bit. So the main way to get back here is like way out where my finger is. So I think once it gets kind of dark out, or close to dark, and people start going home, this should be a pretty good area. All right, so figured, you know what, we'll stop over here at this first pond and do some fishing. All right, you guys, you already know, got the ultralight here set up. I'm gonna set this up with my Fluger President 20. Now look at this sign here. All right, guys, so after some riding around, I have decided we're actually gonna camp here. So I did a little bit more exploring, and even though that first spot was really good, that second spot with all those big oaks was really nice, tucked way away. And we've got a canal right here, so we can actually fish this. We can collect water from there if I need to. Only thing I don't like this post here, but it is what it is. And we have the parking lot to this place way down there. So there's a road that goes across here like this, and I don't think I can be seen from this angle. That angle is more exposed, so I'm tucked way back here. So what I am gonna do real quick is I'm actually gonna set up my tent early today. I'm not gonna set all my gear up. I'm just gonna put my tent out and my chair, and we're gonna make some lunch. And that way, as it gets later, I can feel it out whether or not I wanna put the rest of my gear inside of it. So, I mean, it's clear. The water did look like it was a little bit green, just a little bit, but you know, that the Grell really does a good job with removing colors and stuff like that, and odors. Doesn't smell like anything. There's a little bit of taste. Doesn't taste salty though. A little bit of like an earthy taste, but very mild. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's like a 1 or 1.5. All right. And this particular rig that I'm using is not really weedless, so I gotta be careful where I'm casting around. All right, guys, change of plans. I had to move that last area because there was a lot of traffic in that parking lot, and then we had somebody pull up and I saw he went to the trunk, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do some fishing over here. So I had to quickly pack everything up, and now we're just gonna, I think I'm gonna go back to the first location, but I do see more people out here, so we gotta be quick about it. All right, guys, we got 30 minutes till sunset. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get all my stuff set up. All right, guys, got all my stuff set up, and you guys got to see me set up my tent twice in one video. How's that for a treat? But yeah, sun's setting. It already set, so it's 8:26. I'm gonna say maybe another 20 minutes or so before it's black out here. No full moon or anything like that tonight. It's almost close to no moon at all, but the weather's definitely cooling off and it's starting to feel good. Not so much breeze, but it does feel cooler out. I like this spot. Alright guys, I am in my tent now, and it's pretty much just about black outside. But man, those mosquitoes, man, they got real bad, and you can just hear them, man. Anyway, I jumped inside of here because I don't want to be playing around with that, having itchy bites and stuff. But I was going to use my inflatable sleeping pad, but I decided not to because the ground here where I'm at is just really comfortable. There's a lot of thick grass, and it feels really, really well padded. So I'm not even going to waste my time with that sleeping pad. I'll just sleep the way it is, and it'll be easy to pack up in the morning. So what I got right here is one of my dehydrated meals, and then I'm also going to add, I've got this can of beef. Time to just chow into this. All right, guys, we got everything packed up, left no trace, and this was a great spot, really good spot. So time to get going. Time to get going. You know, it's crazy to think that with this bike, we did at least 20 miles yesterday, and we only drained it down pretty much 1 bar. I mean, right as we hit that 20 mile mark is when we lost the second bar. But I mean, that's insane mileage for this bike. Now, you're not gonna get that kind of mileage if you're riding it in dual motor, full speed. You're gonna draw that battery up a lot quicker than that. But if you're just cruising around, speed, pedal assist number 2, doing about 16-ish miles an hour, you're gonna get a lot of distance out of this bike. I would easily say 50 miles out of this bike, easily, if not 60 miles, based off the 30 miles I did a couple of days ago, and I didn't even drain the battery then. And then based off what we're doing on this trip here, I would say easily 50, 60 miles, pedal assist 2, motor only. So we got that combined 31 amp hours of battery. I mean, that's a good battery there, especially if you're only riding it with 1 motor. But having the 2 motors really helps, because yesterday I was, you know, doing 16 miles an hour and we hit a sand patch and I lost control instantly. You know, it was like trying to drive on the beach without having 4-wheel drive or letting the air out of the tires. So what I did was I put it in dual motor mode, and as soon as I did that, bike had no issue getting through all that sand. So it was really nice to have that feature there. So that's where the dual motor really, I think, comes in handy with this bike, is if you're out on these trails like I am, and you need to get through some difficult areas. Maybe there's a steep climb, or maybe you hit a sand area, you know, sand patch or mud patch. Throw the bike in the dual motor and it should get you through all that, no problem. We're pretty much out of here, guys. I'm just gonna go straight home from here, and I just wanted to show you guys more of this bike before we close the video out. I think it's a really good bike, and it's very stylish looking. It's, like I said, at first I thought the seat was kind of hard, but I have no complaints with the seat. You guys, I mean, I've put a lot of miles on this bike, and if the seat was an issue for me, I would definitely mention it. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this bike here, I will leave a link to it in the video description. You guys can go check it out there if you want. If there's any discount codes or anything I can apply, I'll put that as well. But this is a really good bike. For $1,400, you're getting the dual motors. You have a way to charge different devices off the bike, which is also awesome. The suspension it's fair. You know, I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's fair. And this bike has a lot of torque, probably the most torque I've had out of any bike that I've reviewed here on the channel here. And I've had at least 15 different e-bikes. And this thing has a lot of pickup. So very fun to ride, and really good bike. So if you guys enjoyed this video here and you guys like the stealth camp idea and this whole little mission that we did, if you guys want to see more stuff like that, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you're new. As always, guys, share the video with somebody to help get the content out there. And until next time, I'll see you on the trail. Peace.